welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing the Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die tag. So in the order that you apply your makeup, so first up is primer, and I personally love this Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. I know people are really different on primers. I feel like I don't like silicone-y feeling primers, even though those are the types that make your pores look smaller. I prefer one that's more like a thick cream, and this is great. It's like the same color as your skin, and it does make my pores look less visible, and I do think it helps keep me matte all day, and I personally love the Soap & Glory brand. Everything I've tried from them is really great, so this has to be my Ride or Die primer. And I didn't pick a primer because I've used a lot. I obviously use one every day, but there hasn't been one that has like really wowed me. I like the Hourglass Mineral Veil, but I still don't think it's like my Ride or Die because it's so expensive. So still searching on that one. And by the way, most of the products that we're going to show you today we're wearing on our faces. So if you like our makeup, these products are them. And we have the same foundation that's Ride or Die for us, and that is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. We've been using this for a good 9 months now. Yeah, basically since it came out. So we both really love it. We've tried a ton of foundations. We also really love the L'Oreal Infallible. The Pro Matte. Yes, or if you are looking for a drugstore option. But Born This Way just makes your skin look flawless. It's beautiful. It's like a perfect foundation, which I feel like it works with all skin types too. We think it's hard to pick a foundation because we love the finish of Born This Way. It really looks like skin and makes you look flawless. But then when you're thinking of like a foundation that you want to stay put, that's not necessarily this one. So we kind of went with what was most important, which was the finish, which is Born This Way. But if you are oily skinned and need a great matte foundation, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte all the way. Next up is concealer. We both love the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Sand. It was an easy decision. I mean, this is just so Ride or Die for us just because, first of all, the color is perfect with our skin. It's really hard to find a good concealer shade, and this stuff is great. The consistency is perfect. You can layer it up. You can do a light coat if you want. So blendable and so inexpensive. So affordable. It's honestly crazy that it works so well. We've heard it's a dupe for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm not sure if it is, but it's such an amazing concealer. Like, I don't even want to try any more high-end ones because it works so well. Next up is powders. Jaclyn did under eye powders and face powders, but overall our favorite powder, same as hers, is the RCMA No Color powder. It's so good. And she said she'd like this for under her eyes, but we actually like it for our entire face. But we also love the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I usually, I'll use this for under my eyes, and then I'll go back in and mix the two of these for my face, because this one does keep me so matte. It does. So kind of just to make it last longer throughout the day. But this is the best powder. It's so fine, and it just sits on your face so nicely. It makes your skin look almost creamy. It's just beautiful. Also have the same Ride or Die bronzer, and hopefully this is some of your guys's, because it is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. It is seriously, oh, what shade do we have? Medium to dark. Yeah. Just because their shades are very light. It's the perfect bronzer. I don't know if it's hard for you, but it's really hard for us to find a neutral bronzer. They're all so warm, and that does not look good with our skin tone. And this stuff is so perfect for on kind of highlighting and contouring the face. And it's just the perfect shade. Can't say enough about it. It's a little pricey for drugstore, but still less expensive than other. Yeah, and we use Benefit Hoola. We tried Too Faced, and when we were doing this tag, we both kind of looked at each other and we were like, it has to be Physicians Formula. Is our all-time favorite bronzer. We use it every day. It's so good. It's so good. Moving on to blush. We actually have two different options this time. Yes. Mine is the Milani Powder Blush in Romantic Rose. It's part of their line that has the really pretty roses in the center. And this is crazy because I've had this for a year and I barely made a dent. Barely. They're so inexpensive, and this color is just perfect. I'm wearing it today. It blends out so nicely. I've heard it was a dupe for Tarte's Exposed, which we also have. And whenever I don't know which one to use, I always go for this one because to me it blends easier than the Tarte one. It's creamier. Yeah, and it lasts just as long. And the color I like a little bit more. So this is Ride or Die blush for sure. I do love that blush. That's probably my runner-up, but my Ride or Die blush is the Makeup Revolution, the matte blush in the shade Nude. Casey Holmes talked about this in a video a few months ago, and it was $5, so I'm like, might as well try it. Didn't know that it would be like life-changing blush. It's seriously so pigmented. I think it's way more pigmented than any high-end blushes I've tried. And the shade, like, it's called Nude. It's so perfect for every day, and it blends really nicely, and it's just the best blush. Next up is Ride or Die highlighter, and we're kind of picky about highlighters. I think we've said this like a million times, but a lot of highlighters look very icy on our skin tone, so we tend to go for gold shades. And when we found Laura Geller's Gilded Honey, we knew we had met our match. It's seriously so beautiful, like so pigmented.
Perfect.
And you think like this pan size is very small, which it is, but we've had this for a while now, and I mean, it doesn't even look like we made a big dent.
Yeah, and I use it almost every day. Yeah.
So it's really perfect, and the packaging's nice and cute. I like when you can have like the clear top and stuff. So definitely go check this out if you like gold highlighters. Next up is eyeshadow palettes. This one was super fun because we actually love eyeshadow palettes.
Love them.
And my favorite is the Tartelette in Bloom. I've only had it for, I'd say, 2 months now, but it was love at first sight. Like, if I had to pick a favorite product, it would probably be this. I love it so much. I used it on my eyes today. I use it almost every day. It's kind of messy. It's just a beautiful kind of rosy nude palette, and they're really blendable, really super pigmented.
So
actually.
pigmented.
Like this Rebel color, I forgot how pigmented it was, and I used it today, and it like was like bam after one swipe. Like so amazing. It's so worth the money. I highly recommend it. I was so torn on eyeshadow palettes, and I actually used this one on my eyes today because I didn't know which one I was going to pick, but I ended up going with the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. And to me, like, I wanted to pick a palette that I could use every day, and like this one I feel like you can create like a really smoky dramatic eye, or you can just go like totally neutral. It's got a nice mix of matte and shimmer shades. This push-up shade in the middle is like one of my all-time favorite eyeshadows, and I love the size. It's so compact. You can bring it anywhere. It has a nice little mirror, and yeah, so I just went with this one just because of all the options you can create with this. Mascara is probably our favorite product category. We were blessed with long lashes, so trying out new mascaras is like fun for us because it usually works out in our favor. Not to sound like conceited, but like it usually looks good, but you still have that one mascara that you just go back to no matter what, and mine is the CoverGirl Lash Blast, and this is probably so many people's. I think it's the #1 selling mascara in the drugstore. Probably. And it really does volumize, separate, it defines if you put enough on, it lengthens, it does everything and more, and I could not live without it. And this I've been using since like early high school days, so it has been like a long time. It's the best. I do love that mascara as well, and this was another favorite category because usually I kind of like to use 2 different mascaras, like one that lengthens, one that volumizes.
Mascara cocktail.
Yeah, you know, everyone does it. But the one mascara that I feel like I can use by itself that I love how my lashes look is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I mean, the wand really like takes your lashes to new heights, if you will, and it's so pretty, and the color is very black, which I feel like is another problem we have with like some mascaras, like they're not black enough in my opinion. And the packaging is so cute. It's like
really
gold
nice.
or pink and frosted, and we just love the Too Faced brand in general, so I definitely would recommend this mascara if you're just reaching for one by itself. Next up is eyeliner, and this is like dried out, but I kept it for this video, and it's the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Everyone and their mom loves this. We've tried a lot of liquid liners because everyone seems to love the Kat Von D one, and we tried that after the Stila one, and I'm like, this is not as good. Like, we usually love her products too, but I just don't like it as much. I think the Stila one is so perfect.
If you guys don't know, this one has a really fine pointed felt tip. So it's really easy. We actually don't do winged liner. We don't really like how it looks on our eyes, but it's just easy to like line the top of your eyes, and it stays on all day. It's super pigmented. Like, it really stays on. It will not come off. It's just a really, really good eyeliner. It's like when you think of Stila, you just think of this eyeliner.
You don't really know anything else they do.
Nothing else.
Next up up is falsies. We don't really wear falsies that often, only kind of for special occasions. I know they're so pretty, but they're just so time-consuming and hard for us to put on, and so we don't do it that often. But the ones we found that we do like that look natural on us are the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are probably a favorite for many. They just look so natural and just kind of add some volume to your lashes and don't necessarily make them look over dramatic. So whenever we're having like a special occasion coming up, we always reach for these. So Jaclyn in her tag divided lips into 3 categories: liquid lipstick, and lip gloss. We are not doing lip gloss because we don't like it, and we can't recommend something that we don't like, obviously. And so for, what do you want to do first? Lipstick, we have 2 different ones.
Yeah.
Mine is MAC's Velvet Teddy. I'm wearing it today. Actually, I have 2 tubes of these. And it's like a perfect nude matte. I think it became really popular when Kylie Jenner started wearing it like 2 or 3 years ago. But it's really comfortable for being a matte. Some of the MAC mattes are really drying, but this one isn't. It's super opaque. It's like creamy, and it looks, I think it looks good. And it's a beautiful everyday color. I couldn't live without it. I love it. My favorite is MAC Whirl, and I would say it's just a hint darker than Velvet Teddy.
Yeah, same family.
They're really similar.
They are.
But yeah, I just really love this shade. It's almost like a deep nude, which we kind of gravitate towards. And I think this one is a matte as well. It's a matte, but it's very comfortable to wear, and it's really something you can just throw on with any eye look and any look you're doing. Even if you like just throw on some mascara and this, it looks great. So that's definitely my favorite lipstick. And then for liquid lipstick, we have the same one. Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow. I think this is my all-time favorite lip color.
Me too.
I'm wearing it right now. The shade is so perfect. Kat, if you're out there, can you make this in a tube form too? Because I would love that. I think it's the most perfect color. It's just so... I will say the same thing Jaclyn said. She picked Lolita and because she loved the shade, and I don't love the formula of this. I wear it almost every day because I love the shade, but the formula is very drying.
I like the formula more than Brita does,
but we both really did choose this for the color because we have other formulas that we like better. So pretty. Next up is brows. Jaclyn didn't do this in her tag, which is weird. But we thought we would include it. She just forgot me. Yeah, we think she forgot. But we both have powders, which is random. We actually started using powders not too long ago instead of pencils because we have the issue where a lot of pencils in the brunette shade are just too warm for us. Like our natural eyebrows are very ashy toned, like our natural hair color. We don't want to talk about that. But so it's really hard to find a good shade, and so I ended up buying this MAC Espresso eyeshadow and using it in my brows, and I'm like never turning back. It's so good because everyone knows MAC shadows are so pigmented and they work so well on the brows to make it look super natural and full. So I love this shadow for the brows. And mine I actually used, I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago. It's the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder in dark brown. But then I like went to brow pencils and we tried a ton of brow products. And I've recently repurchased this, and I love both powders in here. Like one's a little darker and one's lighter, so depending on the day, but I can use both, so I think it's great. I have options. And same with the MAC one. It's super pigmented, easily blendable, and I really like how powder looks in my brows. So ride or die brow products here, powders. I actually have the same ride or die setting spray as Tati, and that's the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I love it. I think I notice when I don't use it, like my face looks more cakey. I put this on when all my makeup's done, and it just pulls everything together, blends everything, and gets rid of any powdery look. And it doesn't really make your makeup last longer, I would say. It doesn't really keep you less oily, but I just love the finish it gives, so that's why it's mine, ride or die. Yeah, I like that because the reason she said, but I really like a setting powder, or not setting powder, setting spray that does keep your makeup on all day, and I think the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray really does keep my makeup on all day. My only complaint is the scent, and everyone said that the green tea one was the least strong, and I can't imagine that because it's so strong. And so I don't know if I can even call this my ride or die just because I wish it was unscented, but it definitely keeps my makeup on all day, which I really love about it. If you have sensitive skin though, I don't know if I would use this with the heavy scent. Probably not, but if you don't, try it. Last up is perfume, and this is probably my favorite because we love talking about this perfume. It's like our baby. It's the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White perfume.
seriously, our mom buys us this for Christmas every single year because she knows how much we love it. And it's a pretty expensive perfume.
It is.
This size is like 60 something.
Yeah, I mean, there's more expensive ones.
There
too.
is, but
Yeah, my boyfriend bought me the dry shampoo as well, and we have the roller balls.
I have 2 of these roller balls and 2 of the black ones.
So we're like overly obsessed with this, and I mean, I want to say it's not just because we love Mary-Kate and Ashley, but we do, and I think
we
that's
bought the roller balls before we even knew. Like, we went to Sephora to buy the roller balls because we're like, who cares if it doesn't smell good? Like, Mary-Kate and Ashley made it.
We're just obsessed.
We're so obsessed.
But we ended up really loving it, and it's kind of like our signature scent now. And we cannot wait to try the new Nirvana bourbon and what's the other one?
Nirvana Rose, which is getting mixed reviews. If you guys have smelled either of them, please let us know because
We're so
we haven't
excited.
made our way to Sephora. And I think it's still a VIB exclusive, which is really weird because it's
maybe-
been out for like 2 weeks now. But the bourbon one is getting amazing reviews.
Yes,
and
maybe that'll be our new like favorite for winter. But so far, this is like amazing.
Thank you guys so much for watching our ride or die tag.
Please share your ride or die products with us in the comments below, and as always, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.